What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, my friends. Welcome back. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how the universe and God will reward you once you begin to make choices. When you stop being lukewarm and you make those choices and you follow through with them. Let's get started. Nothing has helped me more during my spiritual journey than finally, once and for all, stop being lukewarm and starting to make choices and following them through. No matter how slow of a process it is as far as attracting what it is that I want to manifest, just continuing to push forth with it. And just by having changed my mentality as far as how I see this. Whereas before my awakening, when I was attempting with different business ventures, I would always have the mentality of, okay, I'm gonna try doing this, but if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna fall. I have this old job to fall back on. Whereas now, by completely changing the way that I perceive this, now looking at, okay, I'm gonna keep pushing forth with this business opportunity until I'm able to supplement my income to the same level of this job, and then I'm going to leave this job. By just having that mentality, you're attracting, you know what I mean? You're putting your focus on the business. Therefore, the universe is going to attract things that are going to allow you to be able to continue moving forward. And just use this as an example. How many of you have gone out with someone and they've done something to you, or they acted a certain way, or there was a certain characteristic you didn't like about them, and once you separated, once you broke up with them, all that's all you were focusing in on. You're like, I really hope that this next person doesn't have this characteristic. I really hope that the next person doesn't treat me this way. Well, that's the thing. The universe doesn't hear the first part. They're looking right now. It's the overall. What do you overall in that sentence, in that thought? What is the one thing that you're focusing in on? Well, you're focusing in on that negative characteristic. You're focusing in on whatever bad thing they did to you, and that's what you're going to keep on attracting, instead of thinking, okay, now I want this person to have these characteristics. I want this person to treat me this way. And that's the thing with this awakening, is once you're starting to make choices, focus on what it is that you want, and don't look back as to what you have. So if you're starting a new business venture, focus on that. Subconsciously, you right now you're only holding on to this job until you're able to supplement your income with this newfound idea. And what you're going to find, what you're going to see is, the more your faith grows, the more inner work that you do, the more you're able to raise up your vibrations, feel that love, feel that joy, become happy. You're going to notice that your intuition is going to get heightened. You're going to notice that that connection you have with your spiritual team is going to strengthen. You're going to start to receive more and more guidance from them. And when you do, continue acting upon that guidance, continue moving forward, and stop looking at the immediate results. Who cares? If you're having fun, if it's something that you're passionate about, keep pushing with it. Because what you're going to find out is, you're going to start to notice that when you're making choices, the majority of the time, the choices that you're going to make, the path that you're going to take, goes against societal norms, goes completely against, okay, old way of logically thinking. But that is what's going to lead you on the highest timelines possible. That's what's going to bring forth, that's going to reveal to you what your highest purpose is. Because I'm telling you this right now, as much as you're looking on the exterior as far as discovering what it is that you want to do, how is it that you want to serve, what is it that you want to create, this comes from within inside you. It's what you're truly passionate about, what you really enjoy doing. Think about it. If money didn't exist, what would you do with your days? And you start with that. At first, it's going to be really broad. At first, you're going to be like, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be able to make a living with this. But as you continue to make choices, and you keep following through with it, you're going to see that God is going to begin to reward you. You're going to see the universe is going to start to bring forth unexpected blessings and miracles in your life. And for me, that's how I see it now. As far as manifesting, I don't see it as, what do I need to do in order to manifest this? How am I able to feel as if I deserve this? I no longer see it like that. I see it as, I'm going to continue making the right choices for myself that I feel from my heart space. As I use my intuition, as I use that guidance, I'm going to continue pushing forth. And whenever a blessing comes forth, whenever a miracle comes forth, I just see it as a reward from God saying, you know what, you're on the right path, keep going. It's just something to keep you motivated. That's it. It's not something where I have to do something in order to deserve this, because I already know that I'm worthy of receiving. But it's just by continuing to move down that path, I'm continually bringing things forth that I need. And one thing that has really changed, one thing that has really helped me as far as this journey, as far as moving forward, is I used to always say no. I'll be honest with you guys. I used to always, in any invitations, no, no, no. I used to like to just, being in my own home, being by myself. I enjoy being by myself. It's not, what I mean. It's not nothing where I feel down, I'm depressed or anything like that. Or I'm just moping around. No, I just enjoy being myself, working on my own projects, doing creative things. But since I've started my awakening, I've been saying yes more and more often as I possibly can. And that's the thing, especially in the early stages, continue saying yes, because what's going to happen? Worst case, you're just going to have an awesome time, let's say with a group of friends, doing something that you enjoy. But oftentimes, what you're going to notice is you're going to start to attract certain individuals that are going to be able to help you out in certain ways. But it's really important not to be closed-minded. And it's just like this past week Sunday, a friend of mine calls me up. He's like, hey Joe, tomorrow night, what are you doing? I said, nothing much. Well, come on over, we'll just shoot some pool, and I got something to talk to you about. And I knew that they had opened up a store. And this person, he's been in business, he's worked for himself. He's had his own businesses for decades now, extremely wise as far as business, all these different million different things that you need to know about business. And I knew, I was like, okay, he's gonna ask me, see if he wants me to come work for him. So we were just sitting there talking. He's like, I need a driver to go do my pickups and then go do my deliveries. And at first, I'll be honest with you, I don't enjoy driving trucks anymore. That's the past. It wasn't something that I really wanted to get back in. So at first I was a little hesitant, but then I started to realize, okay, he was telling me this is really part-time. I mean? I can't guarantee you any hours right now. It's maybe 2-3 days a week, a couple hours, not a couple, but 4 or 5 hour days, let's say. And at first I was hesitant, but then I realized, no, I'm supposed to go work for this person because he's going to teach me about business. I'm the type of person, I don't like to read. I just can't learn. When I read, I just don't take it in as much as whenever I see something, whenever I'm actually physically learning how to do something. That's how I'm able to take in information. And that's when I realized, yeah, take this job. It's just another form of income. That's all it is. And you're going to really figure this out. You're going to see this is going to happen during your journey. Is right now, if you're only working at one place, you're going to start to notice, you're going to figure out different ways to supplement your income. And it might be you have 2-3 different things that you're going to be working on, because we're multi-talented here. But that's the thing, is growing up, it was like, okay, you have to get this one job. This is this only one thing that you're good at. But now it's like going through this journey, I realized, no, I'm able to serve in multiple ways. And now this opportunity that comes forth is not about driving a truck for me. It's about being able to learn different business aspects, because there's so many different things that even if I was to read books, textbooks, I really wouldn't be able to learn. I'm going to be able to learn at a much faster pace by going to work for him for a couple of days a week. And why? Because I was open-minded. Because that's the thing, when it comes to manifesting, it can come forth in so many different ways. And the more you're able to say yes and you're able to make these choices, you're going to start to see that you're opening up the window as far as the different ways that your manifestations can come forth. And especially as once you can start looking at it as it's just a reward. That's all it is. It's not that I have to feel like I deserve it. I have to feel like I'm worthy, because I already am worthy. I already deserve it. I had my spiritual awakening just like you. You didn't have your spiritual awakening just for your own personal benefit. You have a higher purpose that you're going to serve, but it's going to be something that you're incredibly passionate about. And as you pour that love into it, anything is possible. You have to stop thinking about the old way of doing things. You have to start looking outside the box as far as how is it that you're able to move forward. But it's by making these choices and sticking with them. And that's one thing I find is, as my level of faith continues to grow, I've now been able to let go of stress, let go of fear, let go of worry. Right now with this coronavirus, people are just living in fear. And perfect example, look at how fear works on individuals. Look at how easy right now it is for individuals to be controlled. Once you fall into that fear-based reality, you're begging, you're pleading to a higher power, whether it's the government or whatever officials, to tell you exactly what is it that I need to do. Tell me exactly what I need to do, because I'm feeling completely lost. And look at how compliant these people are. I was seeing people, it's ridiculous. I can understand, if you have any health issues, wearing a mask, or if you're going to be in a crowded area when you're going in the stores. But if you're taking a walk and there's no one around, take that mask off. There's no reason. Like, think about it. Now people are wearing masks, therefore you're not okay. One, we're now supposed to be socially distancing ourselves. So now you're not having any contact, any physical contact with others. Now you're having the mask on your face. Therefore, now you're not seeing any of their expressions. You're not seeing them smile or anything like that. And in a way, it's pretty much put this on and shut up. That's the message that's coming forth, you know. And one thing that's really important as you're moving forward on your journey, as you're starting to make that connection with your angelic team, yet really important to understand that their capacity to help you is far greater than someone who's still asleep, who's just asking their angels for something, okay? And once you start to feel it inside of your heart space, once you start feeling that love, joy, and bliss, whenever, it doesn't matter, let's say you're watching a movie, all of a sudden you get that burst of love, joy, and bliss. There's a message. Pay attention. There's a message coming forth. But once you've gotten that connection, I'm telling you this right now, your angels can move mountains. Okay, it's not the same as people who are asleep right now who talk to their angels. Yes, they can help them out, but not in the same way. Right now, you're discovering your higher purpose. Right now, you're getting yourself in alignment with your higher purpose. Therefore, I don't know if we consider it that they're authorized to create bigger miracles in your life. They're authorized to do more for you, but that is the truth. Therefore, continue connecting with them no matter what you're going through. I talk to them about absolutely everything. If I'm having a bad day, if I'm struggling, if I'm feeling sad about a certain issue, I open up to them about it. Okay, how am I able to heal this? How am I able to get through this? And it's the same thing when I'm moving forward. And I'm talking to them constantly, even whenever I'm going into certain situations. Please, angels, make it work out for me. Please, angels, get me the answer that I need. Get me down the right path. Continue opening up with them. And you're going to start notice. You're going to be able to differentiate your thoughts and what they're telling you. You're going to be able to tell at a certain point. You're going to understand. You're going to be like, oh, because oftentimes it's that emotion. All of a sudden, I'll be thinking of something. I'll just be sitting there quietly by myself. I'll be thinking of something, and then boom, I get that rush of love, and then I get that thought. Or I get that rush of love, and then let's say it could be a song that's playing. It could be I see a sign, literally a sign, a billboard or something like that. Or it could be I'm reading something, And there's so many different ways, but it's when that emotion, when you all of a sudden boom, you just get that rush of love and joy. That's a message from them. So you know what? Your angelic team is much more powerful than you think. So you might as well use them to continue to move forward. Because they've helped me with everything, whether it's healing, whether it's manifesting, whether it's, figuring out, here's the path I should be heading down. They've helped me out in so many different ways. So start making choices, stand by them, continue pushing forward, no matter how little result now, because what's going to happen is it's going to be the compound effect. That's why, as long as you're enjoying yourself, as long as it's something that you're actually passionate about, keep pushing forward. And you know what? The longer it takes for any type of reward to come forth, the bigger the reward's going to be. And one thing that's really important to understand, it took me a while to understand this, is if you struggled for many years previously before your awakening, if you fell into any type of depression or anything like this, if you lived in that negative energy for an extended period of time, it's really important to understand that it's going to take time for that stagnant energy. There's a lag, okay, in order to get rid of it. So really, if you've been doing all the inner work, you're going through the spiritual awakening, you're like, I'm not attracting anything quite yet. Trust me, all of a sudden you're going to get slingshot. All of a sudden you're going to have a 3-month period which you're not going to believe all the growth you had. You're not going to believe all the different things you've been able to manifest. Just keep pushing forward with it. Follow your heart. You act on that guidance. The more the more I act upon that guidance as fast as I possibly can, the easier it has gotten. And not only that, the guidance has gotten more and more profound. Okay, so really trust it and act upon it and enjoy life. Just enjoy it. Anything negative, get rid of it, eliminate it. It's just like the news. Do I really need to watch the news? No. If anything, if it's going to be the end of the world, you know what? There's going to be a red alert on my phone that's going to tell me. That's why I just don't care. I don't bother with that. I focus on my only immediate surrounding, what I'm able to see. I keep pushing forward. And you know what? If there's any doubters, let them doubt. Couldn't care less. Just keep pushing forward. Keep speaking your truth. Keep allowing your authentic self to come out. And you know what? You're going to start to notice as you raise up your vibration, as you feel better about yourself, you're going to start to feel, you're going to start to perceive others differently. As in right now, I'm only meeting kind, loving individuals in my life, and that's exactly what's happening. How I feel on the inside is being reflected out in my reality. So right now, if you're in the early stages and you're noticing, oh, there's still some stress, there's still some fear and all these things, try solving it by the inside. Try solving it from within you first, and you're going to see it that it's going to change on the outside. Well, that's going to do it for the video. You guys have an awesome day. It's finally getting nice out here. Love it. Going out in nature. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.